Well, hello everyone and welcome to the weekend wrap up. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, I'm Leslie. I'm the farm and pastor's wife. The weekend wrap up is where we take just bits and pieces and clips of our weekend, throw it all together in one video, and we end up over on our couch where Bryant gives you a quick summary of his Sunday morning message. So we're starting the weekend wrap up right here. So, and let me tell you where right here is. We are at my old high school. This is not where I graduated from, but it is where I went most of my high school years. And they're having a choral concert. And we have been every year since the last, 3 years? This will be the last, last 3 years. And so we're headed in here. We've stopped by a drive-thru, got us something quick to eat, and we're headed in. So let me show you my school real quick. I doubt I can film in there because it's music, copyright, all that jazz. So I won't film in there, but I will show you my school real quick.
I'm about filming. I got watching. I'm like, yeah, start laughing more. You get about cracking up.
Okay, everybody, this is our first go of doing any square bells here on this farm. Now, we've done them prior, but and I grew up with square bells, but Isaac's going to try his hand at selling some square bells. So my cousin came, helped bell, and we now have friends from church who are here helping us get up the hay bales and store them in this building here. This is a piece of property you guys have not seen that I know of, but we've got another set of hay bales, hay field here. So, and there's Caroline, little mama,
big mama.
We have recruited Farmer Heather.
Hey, and I drove a straight gear today.
She drove the flatbed truck for us a while ago, and there's her beautiful daughter. And her nephew.
Hey, Caleb, say hey.
That's on film. And of course, there's Jamie and Isaac. And Bryant's over there in the back. And then there's Jason, Heather's husband. So we have tons of help, and it's wonderful. Such a blessing. And there goes Heather driving the truck. Does she need to go up more?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go up some more.
Are you serious?
That's not up. That's
Go!
more.
There you go. You're good.
Hey everybody, it is Saturday afternoon. Today I had planned on going to our denomination's camp here in North Carolina. Has what they call May Fun Day. It's basically an open house with lots of activities to come and see the camp and so forth. And I had planned on going. In fact, Bryant did go, but they were calling for rain. I kept looking at the radar. It looked ominous. And there's nothing that makes me any more miserable than to be wet from rain and going in and out of air conditioning. And I just was like, nah. And the rain has actually held off for the most part. It's rained some, but not terrible. I don't know what it's done there, but I'm kind of wishing now I had gone because I was going to have great footage for you guys. It's a fun day. I was going to take the grandbabies. It just didn't work out. But Bryant went. I don't know that he got any footage for us, but if not, it's okay. But I thought, hey, I'm out here listening to the cicadas. It's like we have woods, well, on both sides, but it's like a roar over on that side. One just flew by me a while ago, and they're very interesting. If you, I realize a lot of you haven't heard of the cicadas coming out. There's two species of cicadas that are actually emerging this year together at the same time. It's the 13-year cicada and the 17-year cicada. And I'll show you what they leave behind. Okay, they actually leave this shell behind. And they come out, and you see the red-eyed flying thing there with wings? That is a cicada. And there's one trying to emerge. It looks like he's not going to fully get emerged. Here we have one on the ground fluttering, trying to get its bearings. Can you guys see him? But they leave, there's one hanging on the tree there. But they leave their shells behind. And they come out of the ground. And it's weird. It happens usually it's every 17 years, or 13 years. This is the first time in a very long time that look at all these shells down here, guys. And they make the most interesting noise. But this is the first time that those two species have emerged together in many, many, many years. I think I heard the last time was when maybe Thomas Jefferson was president, that the two species emerged at the same time. So, yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it sounds like somebody is like there's just an army in those woods making some kind of roaring noise. It's very interesting. And they're flying around everywhere. So, anyway, enough about cicadas. Enough about bugs. Let's come up here and see what the garden's looking like. Because this rain, I'm sure, has helped it. Brandywines are looking great. I know none of my seeds will have come up yet. I'm going to pinch that yellow leaf off. Ooh, we got some blooms on that one. Bryant was fearful that I see some more blooms. These didn't have any blooms when we planted them. He was fearful that this is the mortgage lifters right here. And when we transplanted them, became very wilted, and they have perked right back up. Bryant was fearful my pepper plants would not make it. Here's more tomato plants that look great. More tomatoes. These are my German Johnsons. My favorite right here. And all my pepper plants look amazing. So I know none of the seeds have emerged yet, but I wanted to make sure because I didn't water them the day we planted them, which I always do that. I'm not sure why we didn't, but we didn't. But they look great. Everything's looking wonderful. So yeah. So everything has said, oh, the drink of water was so good. And everything looks perky and happy. Hey everyone, welcome to Couch Time. It's been a while.
Hey, it has been a while.
It's been a minute.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because last week we were in Charleston. We had such a good time.
Had a really good time. So you guys saw some of that this week on the videos.
Yep.
Saw that we hung out with Tammy and Chris. And we had a great time in Charleston. Learned a lot about history.
Yes, a lot about history. And you're going to hear some of that on Tuesday's video.
Yeah. So anyway, wasn't a whole lot of cooking this week.
None.
Very minimal cooking.
None.
This week we got into the busy season, the hay season. you've seen some of that on this wrap up video, and so
y'all know that's my favorite time of year.
It's an exciting time. Okay, we got to feed the cows, and we got to feed the horses. Everybody else's horses.
Yep.
And so, but anyway, hey, today's sermon recap went really good. I dealt with starting the new chapter, meaning dealing with Moses and the burning bush. Now, Moses ended up in the desert because he had murdered the Egyptian and had to run for his life. And God showed up in the burning bush, but it wasn't until Moses turned to look at the burning bush that God spoke to him. So one of the things I pointed out this morning was simply this, that God's presence may always be around us, but God may not speak to us until he has our attention. That wasn't necessarily one of my primary points, but that was just an added benefit.
That was a good nugget
of what I was preaching about today. So I preached about starting the next chapter, what needs to happen so we can start the next chapter. First off was simply this, that we have to finish or complete the chapter we're in, meaning that sometimes we just have to end where we're at and just simply move on. And sometimes it's hard for us to do that. We always pray for open doors, but sometimes in those challenging moments, we never pray for God to close doors. And sometimes he needs to close doors before we can go through the open door. Also, too, and what I said there, we just need to move on. The second thing I talked about was kind of just flipping the page of being able to move on to that next chapter. And then lastly, what I talked about was
we had to recognize the right source.
Yeah, because whoever has your ear often determines your direction.
Right.
Meaning that you got to listen to the right source. And so many times the sources are not right that we're listening to. Moses had experienced God in that moment so he could get him prepared for where he was heading. And then lastly, we got to trust the author. The Bible says that God is the author and the perfecter of our faith. And you know what? It's not about our story that we're writing. It's his story that he's using us as characters in his story. And I made the comment, and I've said this before, that he deserves all the glory in our story. And but anyway, really, really good. And just a phenomenal day together in God's house. And that light started to blink up there. That's
we got a blinking light.
That's not lightning. That's an LED light going out. But anyway, good crowd today. Good spirit today. Worship team did phenomenal. Just a really good time together.
And I also like what you brought out about we don't qualify ourselves. It's through him and his blood that we are qualified. Because Moses said, who am I to go let these Israelites free? Who am I to go to Pharaoh? And he was like, you're just going for me. And so it's God who qualifies us.
Yeah. So really good day today in the house of the Lord. So.
Yeah.
So what's coming this week?
Oh, goodness. We're going to have a gullah recipe this week, which you'll hear more about. Monday is going to be a grocery haul, getting ready for some more cooking. I have a collab on Thursday. It's a Mother's Day dessert collab. And I'm not sure what the week holds after that, but we've got some good stuff coming up.
A lot of action coming together. So
yep.
Looking forward to a great week.
All right. So we're going to sign out. We're going to
try to do a live for you guys this week.
Oh, that'll be good. We haven't done a live in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So, all right.
Maybe Wednesday night.
After church?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, maybe a late one though, because we get home about 8:45.
Yeah, it may be too late. We may do another night.
We can catch them on the West Coast.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to sign out. We will see you guys Monday, tomorrow, on the next video. So remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.